So, the UK has just set this massive target to train 10 million workers in AI by the year 2030. Now, we're not just talking about learning a new app here. This is a full-on national mission to completely rewire the workforce for the age of artificial intelligence. Let's dig into what this really means for Britain's future.
You see, the thing is, AI is already here. It's reshaping everything from our National Health Service to how we do our banking online. This isn't some far-off sci-fi idea. It's a technology that is actively transforming the country right now. But, and this is a big but, with this rapid change comes a really significant challenge.
So what's the big hurdle? Well, it really boils down to a classic case of supply and demand. The demand for people with AI skills is absolutely exploding, but the workforce just isn't quite ready to meet it, and that's creating a pretty serious skills gap.
And just how big is this gap? It's staggering. According to research from PwC, a whopping 96% of UK employers, that's nearly every single business in the country, say they can't find the AI skills they need. Okay, so on one hand, you've got this huge demand from employers, but on the other side, only about 21% of UK workers say they actually feel confident using AI in their jobs. This massive disconnect between what employers need and what employees feel ready for is right at the heart of the issue.
And that gap, well, it has some pretty serious real-world consequences. Despite all the hype and all the buzz, that lack of skills is holding back adoption. Right now, only about 1 in 6 UK businesses are actually using AI. That means the country is leaving a huge amount of potential productivity on the table.
So, to tackle this head-on, the government and really some of the biggest names in the business world have teamed up to launch one of the most ambitious national upskilling programs you'll find anywhere in the world. And they're calling it the AI Skills Boost. The mission is pretty simple, but it is massive. Equip 10 million people. That's nearly a third of the entire UK workforce, with practical AI skills by 2030. The ultimate goal? To turn Britain into the fastest AI-adopting nation in the G7.
And look, this isn't just some dusty policy paper sitting on a shelf. This is a monumental partnership. We're talking about government departments like the Department for Science and the NHS, teaming up with tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon, and they're joined by industry leaders like Barclays and all the major business groups. It is a huge, coordinated effort.
And what the technology secretary said here is really crucial. This isn't just about boosting the economy. It's about empowering people. The whole strategy is to put the tools to work with AI right into people's hands, making sure that the benefits of this revolution are shared by everyone, not just a handful of experts.
Okay, so that's the big picture. But what does this program actually mean for you, for the average person? Well, the whole plan is built on one simple idea: making this training accessible to everybody.
And here's the headline: free, online courses open to every single adult in the country. Basically, they're trying to remove the two biggest hurdles to learning: cost and location. Anyone can get this training from anywhere without paying a penny.
And what's really cool is how flexible this training is. You can jump in and learn a fundamental skill, like how to write really effective prompts for an AI, in just 20 minutes. Or if you want to go deeper, there are courses that are 9 hours long, covering things like how to use AI for business innovation.
And listen, it's not just about taking the courses, it's about getting credit for it. When you complete the core courses, you get a government-backed virtual badge. It's a real, tangible credential you can add to your CV or your LinkedIn profile to prove you have these in-demand skills.
So obviously, a program this huge isn't just about individual learning. There's a much, much bigger economic goal in mind. This is all about generating a massive payoff, both for individuals and for the country as a whole.
And you know what? It's already gaining some serious momentum. Over 1 million courses have already been completed. Now, yeah, there's still a long way to go to hit that 10 million target, but it's a really strong start, and it shows people are genuinely interested. And the potential payoff here really works on 2 different levels. For you, the individual, picking up these AI skills could mean a wage boost of up to 8%. But for the country as a whole, getting more businesses to use AI could add 1.3 percentage points to annual productivity growth. That is a massive lift for the entire economy.
And all that productivity growth, it translates into a truly massive number. The total potential economic output that could be unlocked by this big push for AI is estimated to be as high as £140 billion every single year. That's the huge prize the UK is really going for here.
Now, it's important to understand that this massive skills push doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's actually a key piece of a much larger, long-term vision.
the UK's national AI strategy.
The whole national strategy really boils down to 3 core pillars. First, you invest in the whole AI ecosystem. That's the people, the data, the funding. Second, you make sure the benefits are spread out across every part of the country. And third, you get the rules right, governing AI in a way that boosts innovation but also protects everybody. This AI skills boost, it's a cornerstone of that very first pillar.
So, at the end of the day, it all comes down to this one big question. The UK is making a huge bet that by investing in its people, it can close that skills gap, turbocharge AI adoption, and lock in its place as a global leader. It's a bold play for sure, and whether it pays off will really shape the country's economic future for decades to come.